channel numbers up, and let's get straight into it.
Hey, listen!
Nah, but for real, in all seriousness, it does not look good for Law. I don't think he'll die here. I'm not saying that, but he's definitely not reaching Yonko status after this. Not after getting robbed by Blackbeard. Sorry to all the Law fans out there, but the writing is pretty much on the wall here. Also, Law doesn't have a crew. What's he gonna do? Take on the Blackbeard pirates by himself? No way. At minimum, he gets his poneglyphs taken. At maximum, he dies. And I have to say, putting Law in conflict with Blackbeard was completely unexpected. I mean, it came out of left field, so kudos to Oda. But it definitely made the wheels in my head start turning, and I thought, well, there's no way Kid becomes a Yonko either, right? I mean, I totally get he has a 3 billion berry bounty as well, but come on. We all saw the fight with Big Mom, and we saw who carried the fight with Big Mom. Anyway, I'm just saying that if Law gets taken up through there by Blackbeard, then what happens to Kid? Currently, Kid right now is on his way to see the burnt mark man, whoever that is. Your guess is as good as mine. But we know that Kid is in possession of 2 poneglyphs. The one from Wano as well as Big Mom. There isn't any reason to believe that he possessed the Zou poneglyphs, so that puts him at a disadvantage in the race for the Rho poneglyphs. On top of that, he doesn't have anyone to read them. Unless that's what the burnt mark man is for. Maybe I'm theorizing on the spot here. Now, please keep in mind, Kid's crew is trash as well. I know he has Killer. Killer's part of the worst generation, but he's already lost an arm due to running into Shanks. And Kaido obviously took him and his crew out post Dressrosa, turned Killer into a crackhead. I mean, there's no real reason to get into that here, but I will just say Kid's crew is terrible. Which, besides a strong Conqueror's Haki and a Hack's Devil Fruit, it's definitely what sets the Yonko apart from just being a really good pirate. So, if we're going by my earlier logic, I just don't see how Kid becomes a Yonko if he loses to a Yonko. And I get that he just tag teamed and beat a Yonko, but what if he loses to another Yonko later on? And I'm not saying Oda can't change this. I'm not saying Kid can't be the first to do that, but as far as we can see, all the current Yonko have never really lost a fight. I mean, even the former Yonko, Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido, they never lost fights. And when they did, it was their last. So I just don't see Kid achieving that level. Sorry, Kid fans. But back to the question, what is next for Kid? Personally, I think that the invitation to become a Yonko is now locked. I don't think Kid can become a Yonko anymore. And to be honest, I think he probably gets robbed of all his stuff just like Law is right now. I mean, we know he's not gonna get the One Piece. He's already at a disadvantage. And I think the person to take Kid out is none other than the red-haired pirates themselves. We've already seen Shanks start to mobilize, and there's definitely already beef there between Shanks and Kid. Let's not forget that the whole reason that Kid tried to enter into a pirate alliance post Dressrosa with Hawkins and Apu is to take down red-haired Shanks. So there's definitely no question about it. Kid definitely wants to go after Shanks. The only question is, does Shanks really want to go after Kid? What could Kid possibly have that Shanks doesn't already have? Well, he definitely is in possession of that Wano poneglyph that, as far as we know, only the Kozuki family has known about until now. He's definitely also in possession of the Big Mom poneglyph, which I don't think anybody had besides Luffy and, much more recently, Blackbeard. If another Yonko went into Big Mom's territory and stole her poneglyph, we would know about it. It's the same thing that Roger did, but there's no reason to think Shanks did that as well. So as far as we're concerned, Shanks doesn't have any poneglyphs. Maybe he has one, the last one that we don't know about, but we don't know that he does. So just those two poneglyphs alone give Shanks enough of a reason to go after Kid again. And we heard Shanks say post Wano, it's time for them to go after the One Piece. He's done sitting on the sidelines and they're going to make an attempt for the One Piece as well. I definitely think it's a possibility that on his way back from seeing the burnt marked man, Kid could run into Shanks, and at that point, Shanks will not let Kid leave without collecting his poneglyph. Now, if we assume Shanks has at least one poneglyph, which you're sailing around in the new world here as a Yonko for years, so I feel like you should at least have one. We don't know this for sure, but if we assume he has at least one and he robs Kid for the other two, then that ties him with Luffy and Blackbeard in the race for the One Piece. But my question is, does Shanks kill him this time or just rob him? You know, Yonko can definitely be ruthless, but they can definitely execute mercy as well, which is why Kid only took his arm the last time. It's also why Kaido decided to try and break Kid's will and make him join his crew rather than just kill him on sight. It's the reason that why when Kid went into Big Mom's territory, she sent people like the commanders to deal with Kid, and she didn't come deal with him herself. So yes, Yonko can definitely show mercy sometimes, and it's the same reason I believe that Law doesn't die in this conflict with Blackbeard. But unfortunately, at this moment in time, both Law and Kid are now getting forced out of the race for the One Piece. There's just not enough room for everybody, and I know that Law has a huge fan base, and of course Kid does as well, and it's only gotten bigger since after the Wano arc, but time has come and only one person can be Pirate King. I'd like to thank everybody who's made it through the video this far. Make sure you guys get in the comment section and tell me below, am I crazy? Does Kid become a Yonko? Does Kid take out Shanks this time and replace him as a Yonko? Let me know. Do you think Shanks will pull up on Kid again? Yo, I don't know if I would survive one meeting with Shanks, much less two meetings with Shanks. But Kid does have that type of personality that if they meet up again, Kid's not just gonna back down, especially after taking out Big Mom. So let me know what you think below on that. Of course, if you like the video, make sure you drop a like, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell for future notifications. This has been Sifu That Guy. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.